I recently reached the rank of Marshal in Delta Force and thought I would share some tips on how to gain merit fast in order to rank up. First and foremost, I just want to mention that the ranked mode isn't actually a ranked mode. Queuing up for ranked or unranked puts you in the same lobbies. You will get both players that queued up for ranked and others that queued up for, let's just call it casual. Let's take, for example, this match that I played on Shafted. If I click here, I go through all of the different people in my squad. So let's take this person first. This person is ranked, so let's skip to the other one, John Deere. As you can see here, this person has not played ranked yet because they don't have a rank, and same thing for Jake, the Pwner, still no rank. So the actual use of the ranked term might be a little misleading because you're not really playing against people of your own rank. It's just whatever, even people that aren't playing ranked will be put into the same matches as you. So there are a total of 7 ranks starting at Private all the way up to Marshal, and each rank has a number of levels to get through. As you can see here, Private has 3, Corporal has 3, then Sergeant 4, Lieutenant 4, Colonel has 5, General has 5, and finally you have Marshal. So once you're past all of the different levels for that specific rank, you then move up to the next rank. It is to note that it is also possible to lose rank if you lose too much merit during a match. This will more than likely not happen until you get to like Colonel or higher, at which point you need to get a lot of score per minute in order to not lose merit. Upon ranking up and playing 5 matches while in that rank, you gain the rewards that are associated with it. They range from weapon XP boosts to skins and other customizations like titles. In the higher ranks, you will need to keep an average of about 700 SPM, with Marshal needing closer to 800 SPM in order to gain merit or at least break even. So now let's talk about tips to keep your SPM high, which is score per minute. Obviously, playing the objective is important and will net you substantial points when capping a flag. As far as I have experience, it's about 500 XP to neutralize a flag and then another 500 to cap it for your team. Doing things like reviving teammates, resupplying teammates, and also healing them is a great way to gain score. The overall best way to keep a high SPM from my experience is by destroying vehicles. I've seen tanks camp on a hill the whole game with APFSDS shells, and they are just on top of the leaderboard with an insane SPM because they're destroying vehicles. It gives you so much XP. You get roughly 800 score for destroying a vehicle without counting the XP you get for kills. The amount of score varies depending on which vehicle you destroy. Blowing up an IFV will net you more XP than blowing up an assault vehicle. You can also do great by playing the engineer class with an AT4. It's unfortunate playing classes like Recon and Assault don't have as many scoring opportunities as Medic and Engineer. Don't get me wrong, you can still destroy vehicles with Viren's magnetic bomb, for example, but the range is limited compared to the AT4 launcher. Now, the really good players will have no issue getting enough SPM at playing Assault or even Recon, but if you're not in that top tier players, as most of us aren't, you really want to maximize your chances of getting a high SPM by playing something like Medic or Engineer. On an infantry focused map like Shafted, obviously playing Medic with the ammo crate or ammo pack will be the easiest way to gain score. Of course, most classes can do well in Shafted if you can guarantee a certain number of kills per minute. A great way to boost your merit is using the 2x merit cards you get from participating in various challenges and events. These cards last for a single round, so bring your A game when you're using them. If you use multiple merit cards, you will simply get 2x merit for more matches. The bonuses don't actually stack, so you couldn't get like 10x merit for a single game. You can find these 2x merit cards by going to your collection, then items, and then scrolling down until you find them, click on it, and then go use, and it'll be active for the next match. If you join a match that has already started, you will gain plus 5 merit bonus, and playing on certain teams that are at a disadvantage will give you plus 8 merit. Now, I'm not entirely sure what triggers that plus 8 extra merit by being on a disadvantaged team. If you leave a game after being in it for a while, you will have the give up penalty that will lose you merit. You can only leave a match shortly after joining to not lose merit. I'm unsure what the give up penalty is, as I've never left a match in which I had been playing in for a while. The longer a match lasts, the bigger the duration coefficient will be. This will further boost how much merit you get from the merit performance at the end, not counting all of the other boosts that you could get for joining a match that's midway, or also the disadvantaged team bonus. As a note, the medals you can get during a match, such as the combat, capture, logistics, and intelligence medals, don't impact your in-game XP or SPM, but are rather an XP gain for your overall level, so don't count on those to boost your score. A quick thought before closing out the video: I personally think the merit system is somewhat flawed, as playing the objective should arguably be what gives you the most score. Don't get me wrong, destroying vehicles is an important part of the game, but seeing a tank camping on a hill being on top of the leaderboard feels kind of bad when you're running crazy, capping points, getting kills, and still don't get enough SPM to gain decent merit. In the lower ranks, this won't be as apparent because you can play pretty basic and still gain merit, but in the higher ranks, you do have to really bring your A game in order to get that SPM high enough to gain merit at the end of the match. So in conclusion, here are a few key takeaways from this entire video. Destroying vehicles, the best way to gain XP and increase your score per minute. Cap flags, obviously, very important to play the objectives. Revive, heal, and resupply teammates whenever possible. You can also include repairing friendly vehicles in this, which can give you some decent XP as well. And finally, use 2x merit cards as a one-match boost to get you over that threshold and push you into the higher ranks. If you have any tips you think I missed in order to gain merit quickly in Delta Force, leave in the comment section down below. In any case, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching, I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.